Hey everybody, it's PJ from Wisconsin Air Gunners. Got a little bit of a teaser video, I guess you'd call it today. I'm getting ready to start working on a new project that I hope might spark you to doing a little bit of a different kind of shooting over the winter months. Now, chances are this is about as wintry as it's going to get down here in Florida, but where you are and where I've been, I know it can be pretty cold outside and hard to keep your shooting skills sharp. So I got this idea mid-summer. I was watching the Paris Olympics, also watching the Para-Olympics, and I was really impressed by the coverage that the shooting sports got. If you were at all subscribed to the streaming services that covered the Olympics, it was, for me, by far, the best Olympics to watch shooting sports in all of Olympic history, short of actually being on the range. And if you caught any of that, you probably saw some pictures of this guy. I'm not exactly precisely sure what caught everybody's attention about him in particular. Now, in fairness, he and his partner in the 10-meter pistol mixed division took the silver medal. And that is an amazing accomplishment. And if I wore a hat regularly, I would take it off to them because they did something pretty amazing. But when you look at the way particularly he did it, and I think actually his partner had an awful lot to do with why they were so successful, but his look on the range when he would get shown, he doesn't wear any of the fancy eyepieces that a lot of Olympic shooters wear to kind of, block out some of the light from one eye so you don't have to squint. He kind of looks like he just rolled out, parked the minivan outside, dropped the kids off to soccer practice. Actually, he's an old enough guy they could be grandkids. Showed up at the range and thought, I'll give this a try. No, nothing could be farther from the truth. This individual has practiced a lot, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form going to suggest that this winter you're going to become an Olympic caliber pistol shooter, but you could get pretty good at it. You could have a lot of fun with it, and it really could be something that impacts your ability to shoot other things at a higher level. Because what we're talking about is breath control, consistent stance, trigger control, sight alignment, all things that are absolutely transferable skills and things that will make you a better shooter in other disciplines, whatever that is, hunting, target shooting, bench rest, PRS, it doesn't really matter. There are transferable skills. So I had this idea while I was watching pistol shooting in the Paralympics, another great event to watch, seeing people compete at very high levels. And so I reached out to my friends at Air Venturi and I said, I would like to do kind of an everyman's, could you set up a 10-meter pistol shooting range at your house? And could you start, forget about the Olympics, forget about competition at all, but could you start doing something in a shooting discipline that doesn't take a lot of space, it doesn't take a lot of equipment, and that people would really enjoy? And fortunately for me, and I hope for you, they were interested in being a part of the project. So the basics, you would need some 10-meter pistol targets. These are really easy to get. There are several websites out there. I got these from Pyramid Air. They come in pretty big packs, and so you just need a suitable backstop. Now, fortunately, Olympic-style shooting, if you don't know, is done at very low power with very low caliber. We're talking about 177 pellets, typically the lighter ones like the 7 or maybe even 8 grain pellets, and we're talking about velocities that are, I would say, typically under 600 feet per second, depending on your setup. So that's not a ton of energy, which means you don't need really crazy backstops in order to safely shoot. And it's only 10 meters, which is, roughly 32, 33 feet, which means you don't need a huge amount of space in order to do the shooting. In fact, probably there's a lot of you that could wind up doing this in your basement. I'll be shooting here in my backyard. I've got a space where I've got the distance I need, and I've got a safe backstop, and I'm going to build a target box for inside that safe backstop. So I'll be completely able to do this right here in my backyard. The pistol that we're going to be talking about through this series is the Air Venturi Comp 10. And the next video you see in this series is going to be essentially a box to bench for this, even though we're not going to really be shooting off the bench. And what I'll go through in that video is how you set up the gun when it arrives. We'll look at making sure the barrel is clean, tell you what the trigger is set at, go through how the gun gets filled. These have small air cylinders, so if what you're doing is hand pumping, that's actually doable with the cylinder size that these pistols shoot with. And because small caliber and low speed, they're very air efficient, meaning you don't have to go to any kind of extreme, buying a whole compressor just to be able to do this kind of shooting. So wanted to just get a little information out on something that's coming down the pipe. I hope this is something that you folks might be excited about, and look forward to really getting this series going. And if you've never done this kind of pistol shooting, let me tell you, it is a lot of fun and can be addictive. Just something about that super light and crisp trigger pull and amazing accuracy. And I should probably throw this out there as well. Going to talk about how to build that accuracy and what you need to do in order to achieve, again, maybe not Olympic caliber levels, but we want to talk about the sort of things that go into good shooting form. Again, all transferable skills for next spring's shooting season. So I hope this is of interest to you. If it is, please drop a note in the comments. And until the next video, everybody, shoot safe, shoot straight, and we'll see you around.